Good morning student. Today we are going to learn about amplitude modulation. After the completion of today's session, you are able to define amplitude modulation and derive the equation of amplitude modulated wave. So in the last class, we have discussed about the definition of amplitude modulation. So amplitude modulation is the process in which amplitude of the carrier signal changes according to the amplitude of the modulating signal. So here the amplitude of the carrier signal varies according to the amplitude of the modulating signal. As we know, any type of modulation technique involves three waveforms. First one is the modulating signal, second one is the carrier signal, third one is the modulated signal. So modulating signal denoted as x of t, carrier signal denoted as c of t, and the modulated signal is denoted as m of t. The modulated signal is the combination of modulated signal and carrier signal. So in modulated signal, what happened? Amplitude of modulating signal and carrier signal are combined. So as here you see, this one is the peak value. So this one is the maximum amplitude of this signal and this one is the minimum amplitude of this signal. So if we assume here the amplitude is AM in modulating signal, plus AM to minus AM, and in carrier signal plus AC to minus AC, means amplitude of carrier signal, and this one is the amplitude of the modulating signal. So this one is the maximum amplitude, and we know we combine the amplitude of modulating signal and carrier signal. So AC plus AM, okay, and minimum amplitude is the subtraction of carrier amplitude and modulating signal amplitude. So take an example to clearly understand this. If the amplitude of this modulating signal is plus 2 volt to minus 2 volt and amplitude of carrier signal is plus 10 volt to minus 10 volt, then maximum amplitude, that is A max, equal to AC plus AM, that is 10 plus 2 means 12 volt, but the minimum amplitude is the subtraction. So it is also denoted as V max. Minimum amplitude is V min or A min, same thing, and it is the subtraction between carrier amplitude by modulating signal amplitude, means 10 minus 2, that is 8 volt. Okay. So here the maximum amplitude is 12 volt, minimum amplitude is 8 volt. Next we discuss about the equation of these signals. So modulating signal is denoted as x of t, and the equation is AM sin omega mt. Then C of t, carrier signal, C of t equal to AC sin omega ct. Then modulated signal. So modulated signal is denoted as m of t, and here we combine the amplitudes of modulating signal and carrier signal, and the frequency of modulated signal is same as the frequency of the carrier signal, means frequency of the modulated signal is same as the, means both the frequency, means operating frequency is similar or same in carrier signal and modulated signal. So first, amplitude of the carrier signal is AC. Amplitude of the carrier signal is fixed in carrier signal, but amplitude of the modulating signal is not fixed. It keeps on changing with time. Means at this time it is if we take the value is 2 volt, then 1.8. At this instance is 2.2 volt, and at this instance it is 0 volt, means it keeps changing. So to represent the changing amplitude of the modulating signal, we have to take the whole equation, means this equation represent the amplitude. So x of t. So amplitudes are combined, then we take the frequency. As we know, frequency of carrier and modulated signal is same, so this one is the frequency, sin omega ct. Why we take the frequency of carrier signal? Because we know the carrier signal frequency is high. It is a high frequency signal and it is used to carry the modulating signal, and because of that the resultant signal, means modulated signal frequency, is also high. So next what we do, just clean some place first and write here x of t am sin omega mt and c of t equal to AC sin omega ct. So m of t is AC plus x of t, then sin omega ct. Next, substitute the value of x of t, that is am sin omega mt sin omega ct. Then take the AC common, means amplitude of carrier signal, 1 plus am by AC sin omega mt into sin omega ct. So see here, am by AC, it is known as modulation index. It is the ratio of modulating amplitude of the modulating signal to amplitude of the carrier signal. We have discussed about this term in the next class. So then AC 1 plus, we denote this modulation index as mu. Okay, mu sin omega mt. Then we open up all the brackets, AC mu AC sin omega mt omega ct. Okay, this is AC sin omega ct. So in this equation, this one is the simple waveform, but this one is not a simple waveform, as there is two terms of sine signal. So we have to simplify this term. So in mathematics or using some mathematics formula, we solve that term. So AC sin omega ct plus mu AC by 2 cos omega c minus omega m t, then minus mu AC by 2 cos omega c plus omega m t. Okay, This is the final equation. Here we see 3 waves are used. It is the combination of 3 waves, and here we are using 3 frequencies. In the first term the frequency is omega c, in the second term it is omega c minus omega m, third is the omega c plus omega m. So in amplitude modulated signal we are using 3 frequency components, and this one is the carrier signal, and this one is the upper sideband, this one is the lower sideband. Sorry, this one is the upper sideband and this one is the lower sideband. So again we draw the modulated signal. So this one, first we draw the carrier signal. So this one is the carrier signal. Then we superimpose the modulating signal on this carrier signal, means superpositioning of the modulating signal on the carrier signal. How? If we consider this as a 0 line, then we draw the modulating signal like this. Okay, so this 0 line that we assume is that in the last example we assume that the value or the amplitude of the carrier signal is 10 volt. So this point is 10 volt, then we add 2 to get the maximum amplitude. So 10 plus 2 means this point is 10 plus 2, 12 volt, and this point means this point is 10 minus 2, that is 8 volt, and the actual modulated signal is like this. Okay, so how the modulated signal is formed? Understand? Next, as we know, we have 3 frequency components used in modulated waveform. So using these 3 frequency components we draw the frequency response curve. So this is the amplitude line, this is the frequency line, and we have 3 components. Let assume this one is the omega c point, then omega c minus omega m means the value is less than omega c. So before omega c we put the point omega c minus omega m, and after omega c we give the point omega c plus omega m. Okay, next the value means the amplitude of the omega c. Here the omega c component is present, so amplitude of the omega c is AC, and amplitude of omega c minus omega m and omega c plus omega m is this. So we simplify this term. How? See here, mu AC by 2, as mu is the AM by AC into AC by 2. So AM by 2. So amplitude of these 2 terms is AM by 2, that is AM by 2. So this is the frequency response. Okay, from this we can find out the bandwidth of the AM signal, means amplitude modulated signal. Bandwidth. So bandwidth, we just subtract these two. So omega c plus omega m minus omega c plus omega m. So omega c plus omega m minus omega c plus omega m. Omega c cancelled out, 2 omega m. So bandwidth is 2 omega m. So this is all about amplitude modulation. In the next class we discuss about the modulation index. Thank you.